Director for Superintendent Michael Prayer, John Banks, is with us today. Principals Shanisha Bailey and Vinette Ferrandino, parents who are here today to support their kids, and other guests that are joining us at Rachel Carson High School's Hydroponics and Aquaponics Lab. And of course, I need to recognize our outstanding students, Sheldon Clerge, Dylan Ozak, Trinity Priestley, Ilya Senyuk, and Nathan Wilson. You guys did amazing today. Thank you so much. So I think our students' presentations illustrates the commitment of our amazing urban agriculture teacher, Hannah O'Leary, and the strong partnership that we have with New York Sunworks. Sunworks has provided us with the tools, the skills, and the support necessary to develop an innovative school program that teaches our students the essentials of sustainable urban farming, the importance of understanding how our food is grown and cultivated, and healthy eating habits. Students who are engaged in this program have a higher rate of attendance than their peers. They get higher grades, and they tend to be more deeply involved in our school community. And now our students involved in this program have the opportunity to acquire the Controlled Environment Agriculture Farming Certification through the USDA, which provides our students with a concrete credential with which to enter the urban farming workforce once they graduate from high school. Long term, our students aim to develop a farmer's market stocked with sustainably farmed foods from our school to address the healthy foods desert that exists in our Coney Island community, and I couldn't be prouder of their goal. The team at New York Sunworks, including Megan Nordgren and Hannah Luna, under the executive directorship of Manuela Zamora, have played an integral role in the development of this incredible program, and we're so thankful for that partnership. And to talk a little bit more about that partnership, I'd like to welcome our outstanding teacher, Hannah O'Leary. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Principal McNally, for the welcoming words. Welcome guests to our little oasis here in Coney Island. When we were first approached by New York Sunworks about building our greenhouse classroom, I was immediately on board. I knew that this would be an incredible opportunity for our students to gain access to green careers and to learn vital skills that will help them as our world continues to change. Over the last 4 years of partnering with New York Sunworks, I have watched this program and my students blossom as they did amazing things like grow their own food, start our school's farm stand last year, and even start enjoying eating vegetables. What I didn't anticipate was how much this partnership would change me as an educator, giving me the opportunity to learn new things and be the kind of science teacher that I always wanted to be, who works hand in hand with my students, not for them, to do something real and meaningful. So I want to thank New York Sunworks for the incredible work that they do to bring our students and our teachers, not just here at Rachel Carson or in Brooklyn South, where I've seen a growing group of educators learn the beauty of agriculture in the classroom, but for all of us learners in New York City, young and old, as we work in this new space that's not something that we've ever seen here in New York City. Funding for this work is vital if we want to prepare our youth for the challenges that they will face as our world continues to change, and to give us a fighting chance against rising seas and a changing climate. I thank Congressman Jeffries for his continued fight for education for all students and for the future of this country. I now would like to introduce the amazing Executive Director of New York Sunworks, Manuela Zamora.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hannah, for this great introduction. Thanks to Principal McNally for having us here today, and Principal Bailey White, who is over there, for having us here today. Thank you so much. I'm Manuela Zamora. I'm New York Sunworks Executive Director, and as someone who has worked more than 10 years transforming classrooms like this one, bringing hydroponic labs to teach sustainability science and climate education in New York City public schools, it's really an honor to be here celebrating the support of Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, so we can expand to more schools in Congressional District 8, and more students like you can have access to this wonderful opportunity and this type of hands-on education, high-quality science education. But this is possible only because of visionary principals who open the doors to this kind of program, to wonderful teachers who are ready to accept the challenge and welcome programs like this and bring this to their communities and to their students. And to elected officials who believe in innovation and their priority is to invest in public schools and in our communities. I want to thank Congressman Hakeem Jeffries for this support and commitment to each of you, to each of the students here and the students in Congressional District 8, for his commitment to high quality education. Because every student in New York City Public School deserves access to high quality education. Congressman Jeffries was a New York City Public School student, right? He was born and raised in Brooklyn and graduated, if I got it right, from Midwood High School. So he knows what's the life of a New York City Public School student. He knows what it is to go to our schools and to learn from teachers like your teachers. Unfortunately, was not a New York City public school student. I was born and raised in Bolivia. I learned all my school in Spanish, and I learned English when I moved to this country. But I was a public school parent of 2, and that's where I learned how much we need to work for quality education and how much we can do when we work together. So really, the sky is the limit when we partner and we work together like we're doing here today. At New York Sunworks, we believe that a sustainable future and the possibility for economic mobility starts in the classroom. So if we teach sustainability science and climate education in our schools, from kindergarten up, we will create a generation of environmental educators empowered to create solutions to the global climate challenges we're already facing. We have proven together that we can do it. And not only we can do it, but we can do it while growing food in the classroom and having a lot of fun, but also while bringing fresh vegetables to our communities that we need them, and also while engaging in real-world challenges, while improving our test scores at the same time, while having better results in academic standards, all again while growing hundreds of pounds of vegetables in the heart of our communities, the school classrooms. So I want now to introduce Congressman Hakeem Jeffries and thank him again for his support and commitment to high quality education in our New York City public schools. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Manuela. Thank you for that introduction. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you to New York Sunworks for the extraordinary work that you do in partnering with public schools throughout the 8th Congressional District, partnering with public schools throughout New York City. To Principal McNally, Principal Bailey, thank you for your extraordinary leadership. I want to thank all of the teachers for your work in helping to educate and train this next generation of leaders for our city, for our country, and for our world. And I want to thank all of the students for your presence here today, for the work and your participation and your engagement in this incredible effort. You will be the future sustainable scientists and environmentalists and urban farmers and climate change activists and leaders that we need for our country and for our world. And to see you all in action today just reinforces, my commitment to making sure that we can expose as many young people as possible to hydroponic labs, to urban farming, to the wonders of Mother Nature, because I can see in your eyes, through your excitement, through your engagement, the impact that it has. And we want to make sure that New York City public school students can have the opportunity to be exposed to all that others in other parts of the country may be exposed to, because when you are exposed to agriculture, urban farming, climate change issues, environmental wonders, then it allows for your natural talent and intellect and work ethic and brilliance and creativity to flourish. Because you clearly are just as talented, just as brilliant, just as creative as any young person anywhere throughout this world. But you just need to be exposed to the opportunity. And I'm thankful that here at Rachel Carson, at IS 303, that opportunity has been presented to you. And I look forward to continuing to support that opportunity, support your education, support your journey as urban farmers, as climate change leaders, as sustainable scientists. And because of what you represent for our present and our future, I'm confident that here in America and throughout the world, as we grapple with a real climate crisis, I can still be confident, we can all be confident that the best is yet to come. So it's my honor to present to New York Sunworks and the public school partners that New York Sunworks works with, including these two wonderful schools, a check for $500,000 to support the continued effort.